Hello everyone and welcome to AccuLeads Academy. In this quick tutorial, I will walk you through how to perform an email append using our powerful data enhancement service. So you will start on the AccuLeads homepage and you will just scroll all the way down to our data services portal. And just like our data appends, you will go to the data enhancements and select Start Search. Then you'll land on the data information page, and once you would like to read through all of our data append offers, you can just select next. And this is where you select the file append process you would like. If you would like to do a data append, you would select either the business file or the consumer file, but we're doing an email append, so we're going to select the email append option. And then this process is to identify the email addresses of your current customers using AccuData's multi-source email append process. And then you would select next. Here's where you'll customize your append. This is where you select the type of email append if you want it to append at individual, household, and household premier. This is our most common one. This combines individual and household email appends to increase the overall number of matches. It will attempt an individual email append first, and if there are no matches, it will proceed to the household level. But if you just want an individual one, you would select that. If you only want household, you'd select that, etc. For the file format, this is where you would choose what kind of file you are uploading. CSV with header row is the most common one that we usually select. This is how you should save your file. If you would like your casing up or lower with your output file, this is what you would select. And then select next once that is all looking good. So this is where you would upload your consumer file. This is similar with all of our other processes. You would select first row has columns, and then you would upload the file there. The AccuLeads Academy file, upload. And then just make sure that this all aligns down here and that the quantity aligns over here. Just make sure that the number of rows align with the quantity selected there. One thing that is a little bit different about the process of uploading a email append file, we suggest adding a UID at the end of your file. This is the sample file with fake names and a fake address. But we suggest putting a UID at the end of the file because the output will just show the emails and the match rates over here. And we like to keep that UID there in case the file starts to switch all of the names around, the names out of order. So if it is out of order, we can just filter by the numbers, but that's not a very common occurrence. That doesn't usually happen, but just in case, we like to add that UID back at the end of the record, just to make sure it all matches up when the records are output. So after upload, you will select next. This is where you map out your columns: first name, last name, address, city, state, zip. You'll notice that this file doesn't have you put in an individual name field. And like it'll have the individual name and then the first and last, but for this, you have to have a first and last name separate. Then you'll select next. And then this is where you'll input all of your payment information. And then you will place the order. It will take about 4 hours or so, give or take, to complete the email append, as it has to pass through 4 different databases to complete as many matches as possible. And then once your file's ready, you will get a notification. And then to find your completed file, you would go to My Analytics and Services. And then this would be under the data append, and then it would show up just like this is the customer file suppression, but it will look similar to this under the data append file. And that is it for the email append process. In just a few steps, you have enhanced your customer file with valuable email data. If you need help, just reach out to our AccuLeads support team or check out our website at AccuLeads.com.